In this episode, the front wall completes the structure of Tiny Alpha. It's the most technical step so far, where measurements, adaptation, and precision define the result. The moment when the cabin closes itself against the weather. The first front panel was the one that mattered most, not because it was bigger or heavier, but because everything else depended on it. It had to be straight, perfectly straight, from the very first screw. This panel asked more than the others, physically and mentally. I had installed 3 before, but this was the first one. I couldn't secure from both sides. There was no room to relax. It didn't give in easily. It pushed back. No guide rail this time. No second pair of hands. Only clamps on one side and balance on the other. I underestimated it. The panel kept moving. Every small adjustment sent it somewhere else. Nothing wanted to stay where I needed it. For a moment, I thought it would slip. When you build alone, you don't get to stop. You adapt, or you start over. I needed one fixed point, just one, a single screw at the bottom, not to hold it forever, just enough to stop it from falling. That became the pivot. From there, everything slowed down. I didn't rush anything. I checked everything I could think of. Level, hand, eye, from the ground, from above, over and over again. Because this was the reference. If this panel was wrong, the whole wall would follow it. Only after it stopped moving did I know it would hold. The first one sets the line. The rest only confirm it. The second panel came easier. It finally had something to lean on. But it still took time, more than I expected. The plan for that day was different. After all the adjustments, the improvisations, the checks, that second panel was the last one I installed. By the time the second panel was in place, the last full panel without cutouts, it was already evening. So I stopped there. A new day, clearer light. Now the wall needed openings. Window first. The lower section sets the line. The upper completes the frame. Simple in theory, precise in practice. Every measurement mattered, because there was no room to hide mistakes inside a finished wall. The wind worked against me. Foam dust everywhere, in the air. In my eyes, safety glasses helped, not enough. Still, the cuts had to be clean. There was no other option. Then the door, a larger opening, more material removed, less room for error. It was positioning, stepping back, looking again, taking it down, and starting over, making sure the opening was exactly where it needed to be before committing to it. Each panel reduced the empty space, until only one was left. The last panel carrying its cutout was waiting to close the wall. Once it was in place, the facade finally felt complete. For the first time, the front wall was whole. Not finished, but defined. It was relief and a quiet kind of pride. Inside, everything changed. The wall was closed, but without windows, it felt like a wind tunnel. Autumn had arrived. Stronger winds, heavier rain. Waiting for the windows wasn't an option. So I covered the openings with plastic, not permanent, just protection. Enough to keep working. I wasn't the only one choosing the inside. Outside, the weather kept moving. Inside, I could finally focus. Rain came hard. But inside, the walls stayed dry. Until the windows and doors were ready, this was my way forward. The next morning, it was clear how much had fallen. The forest held the water, then released it as mist. Pipes started to appear in the bathroom walls. Cables followed their routes through the studs. I didn't stop at pipes and wires. Every gap where insulation wouldn't reach, every place where water might find a way in, was sealed with foam. Drilling through every stud wasn't pleasant, but it had to be done. For the first time, windows and doors were in place. The openings were no longer temporary. It was finally closed. Right on time. The first snow came soon after. Outside, winter had already started. Inside, it stayed warm, dry, protected, exactly as it needed to be.